What's up, guys? Welcome back. So we are going to do a breakdown of 2023. We're going to be going through all the builds that we've done this year, and you're even going to see a few that you didn't get to see finished on the channel because they were sold. Also, I'm going to kind of explain that this is the last video, and later on I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about. But right now we're going to get right into the builds. Alright guys, so this is a recap of 2023. These are all the bike builds that we did or started this build in 2022, but it got finished at the beginning of this year, and that is Ryoko. Ryoko was a build-off bike that we did. It was custom painted by Easy Customs. It was done, powder coat was done from Profab powder coating. Wheels were done by Chuck E Wheels, and we built this bike to take across Florida for the Florida Bike Fest 2023. This was a build-off. I went up against Lance Tudor. We didn't win, but the bike came out amazing. It's one of my favorite bikes that I've ever built. The name Ryoko means she who is like a dragon. There was 72 spoons to make the scales for the back of Ryoko. I will also link each one of these builds in the description for you so that you can check them out, but here's Ryoko. So again, you can see that that was one of my favorite builds. It was a fun bike. It rode really well. The frame style, loved it. Next, we're going to get into the one. It is now known as Swiss. All I have is a picture of the finished bike. It's out in California now. It was at SoCal this year, the SoCal Bike Fest. They called it Swiss because of all the holes. It left here and it went to Vegas. There was another builder in Vegas who actually added more holes down the down tube and underneath and the backbone and some other stuff that they did. It was a really good collaboration between me and him as far as him finishing out the frame the way he did. Here is when I had it, and then at the end is the picture of it, of how it looks now. Next frame that we did is out in Arizona. Now we don't have a finished on this one, but this is just one of the frames that we've done. So check it Alright, number 4 on the list is going to be known as Vandal. This is a production frame that I made that you can purchase from me, and I really want to focus on this next year, which I'll explain later. But this is an entity frame. The only thing we did different on this one was we ran a straight bar, we ran a tank. That's what the client wanted. This is a client that lives here in Florida with me. He's a friend of mine actually, and I knew he was going to do something crazy with it. We also collaborated with the Vitale brothers, who are mural artists out here in downtown St. Pete. A lot of people know them. They do massive murals, and they are graffiti artists. They wanted to collaborate with me, so I knew I needed to make some type of a tank that they could do something to that. So this is what it looks like. You're gonna see what it looked like when it was in my hands, and then once it went to paint, Gary added some awesome touches to it. I mean, he added spray paint cans to it as shifters. He added small spray paint cans as valve stems. So you guys are just gonna have to check it out. Here we go. That bike gets so much attention. I love it. Anyway, on to number 5. So this is another one that I did. The same customer who owns Swiss also owns my number 1 first Envy that I've ever done. He owns that, but he also purchased this next frame as well. You're probably going to see it out in SoCal. This was one of my, I had never done a tank like this before, where we took the diamond tube, we cut it in half, we split it, and we added a dimple dyed tank. Welded it to the body, so it's all one piece, and it took forever. I think we have I may have spent an entire week just going through this tank, metal finishing it, TIG welding it, all that. But we won't know what this one's gonna look like until probably September of next year once it hits SoCal, which we do plan on attending. So here's the next frame. And number 6 on the list, this was my wife's surprise bike. She knew nothing about it. She didn't know I was building it. I wanted to do a frame for her in colors that she would like and a style that she would like, and I wanted to build a fork for it. I didn't realize the fork would get so much attention on the internet. Millions of hits and just comment after comment about people flipping over the handlebars and landing on the fork. And they obviously don't ride cruisers. Makes sense. We're not downhill racing, so you're not gonna get hurt on the fork. Nobody's flipping over handlebars. But anyway, this right here is a full build in-house. We did wheels, we did everything. This is chaos. Which was actually this bike did really well on the channel. This was my own personal build. I called it my personal build because it was meant for me. I built it for me. I ended up selling it because everything is for sale. This right here, didn't really ever give it a name other than it's my personal build. And here it is, the finished product. We painted in-house, everything in-house, done. Number 9 are both custom frames that we did. They're not finished yet. They are out in California right now. The same owner bought both of them. He bought a round tube frame and he bought a diamond tube frame. On did do another dimple dye style tank. We took the tank and we kind of flushed it with the diamond tube so that it would have a lip going down it and giving it a really cool effect, something I hadn't done before. It was a lot of metal finishing work, but those frames are out in California right now, waiting to get built. So hopefully next year, they'll start showing up. On the list is the store-bought limo cruiser that everybody seemed to really enjoy building. The reason that we did another one for the raffle. The bike did really well. I didn't know that everybody would be so into the chop and drop of that. That bike is actually finished now. It was powder coated blue. I think he had to get it redone, so I don't have any finished video of what it looks like right now. But here is a video of it and a picture of it as it was done. You guys can go back and look at the video, which, like I said, I'll leave them all in the description of each one of these if you guys want to click and watch the entire video. Here it is. Bike, it's my shop. I was lucky enough to be able to have or do what I did in here, which was always a dream of mine, to have this type of shop and have it nice and clean, and just it allows you to get so much more work done because you're not in chaos all the time. There isn't dirt everywhere and stuff everywhere, and I was able to rearrange the shop some and get it to work better for me and flow better. This is just a short little clip of the shop. Enjoy it. Last two things for you is we did work on the lowrider. I didn't put that up because I didn't really have any B-roll of it, and we're not anywhere near done. That's going to be a long-term project. I don't know when I'll get done with that. I actually don't know when I'm going to get back onto it. It is going to take a long time to finish, and it's one of those frames that I need to just do as I can when I don't have anything else to do. So there's that. And I also, because I'm recording this before the raffle bike is done, it's still at powder coat right now, so I can't even show you that. Hopefully the video before this one got everything that you needed as far as how it's going to work out. But I needed to get it into the year video done. Now on to some other news. So this is my last video of the year. Ha, gotcha. Yes, this last video of the year, that's it. I'm not quitting. I won't quit. Not happening. But I will not be posting any videos in January. So if you're still watching and you're wondering where I went, won't be having any new videos, won't be coming out until February. If some of you know how YouTube works, advertisers spend all of their money at the end of the year. So come January, you're posting up a bunch of content and you're not getting anything for it. So I'd rather save that content, get myself ahead, and it's a little less stressful and I can get more into building. Next year, I really want to focus on my frames, my Envy frames. I want to get some of those built. It's not going to make real good content, so I need some time to be able to build those so that I can have some back stock and put them up on my website. And then I do want to work on another production style frame that will also go on my website, which you guys will see that. We do have some stuff already in the works for next year. We have a bike show next year that we're planning. I do plan on going to SoCal show next year in September, so we've got to do a build for that. We can't show up empty-handed, right? So stay tuned for that. It is, if you guys are watching this right now, it is New Year's Eve, and I'm on a cruise, like in another country. You guys just stay tuned, and I will post shorts, so if any of you watch shorts, there'll be some stuff up there. I'll explain all the raffle stuff in the video before this, because I don't really know yet. So this is future me, or past me telling future me what to do, and neither of us know. So there's that. Anyway guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit up the website. I will see you guys in February. Stay safe, do all the things you're supposed to do, and let's make 2024 that much better.